So if I can ask you, Imam Hussam, is there a relation between loving Allah and the mental well-being of our children?
Mhm. Definitely, this is a very important question. We have an academic literature that says that people who are faithful, they are less likely to fall into psychological disorders. This is in general. But what
Okay.
is more distinctive about Islam is that it is not only a source of assurance, it is not only a source of dealing with psychological symptoms or issues. Rather, Islam pays attention to the intellect of the human being. It pays attention to the physical well being of the human being and as well the mental well being of the human being. And this is the essence of being Deen al Wasatiyah, or the faith and the way of life of the center, being of an approach that is centric in the sense that it is in the middle path. And this is, of course, per se, is a topic that we can dedicate another webinar for, but it suffices here in this regard to mention the fact that Islam makes sense. And even if we look into the answers of the people who decide at a later point in their lives to revert to Islam and to embrace Islam or to accept Islam, they will always raise the point that they always had questions. They always had burning questions intellectually and reason wise. And only Islam provides the sensible answers and the answers that make sense. So this is the point, that through the way how Islam respects the mind and the intellect of the human being, it leads to the mental well being of the human being. And this is why you always find the believer in peace internally with themselves, with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and with the creation around them, and with the environment and everything surrounding them. Because the way how Islam addresses the human questions, the primordial or the existential questions, Islam does so in a way that respects the mind of the human being. And this is why we need to make it clear to the minds of our children that they need to be always intellectually brave, that every question is most welcome. Any question has every and each question has an answer in Islam, and they just need to make sure that they reach out to the right people or to the knowledgeable people, or they themselves develop the knowledge and the skills to find out the answers.
I see, yeah. MashaAllah, Jazakallah khair for this, Imam Hussam.